Day 7, October 13th. For this afternoon's hunt, I'm going back to what I think is probably the very best spot on this whole farm. It's a redneck blind that I've hunted quite a few times over the years, but not a whole lot recently. There hasn't been a shooter there. Last year there wasn't. I can't remember the year before whether I hunted that very much or not, but I'm just kind of bouncing around right now, just making sure that everything's ready, all the blinds are in good shape, all the filming and shooting lanes are open, and hopefully picking off a doe here and there along the way. I have a certain number that I have to take off the farm every year. I can probably be a little bit more lax this year with all the EHD that we had in this area, but still there's quite a few deer left on the farm, and if you're not careful, if you don't at least do your part, the population can grow really fast, and then all your farmers that are neighbors, they go from being your friends to being your enemies pretty fast if all their crops are getting eaten. So that's kind of the mission. There's no saying that a shooter buck couldn't show up there this evening. I mean, there's definitely been really good deer in this area over the past couple of seasons. I just haven't picked up anything here on camera yet this year. So this spot sets up really well. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. And the reason I like it so well is because of how you get to it and how easy it is to hunt this thing without the deer knowing that you're there. So I'm parked here up by the road. Keeps me well away from where the blind is. I walk down a lane to the backside of some cedar trees, and then just follow the backside of those cedar trees all the way along the edge until I come to the blind. And then the blind is actually facing into the food plot. It's just a little small plot, some big and beastie in there this year. But the deer usually will funnel out on the opposite side of the plot and work toward the blind, or they'll come in from I guess it'd be from the north. As I'm sitting in the blind from my right, there's a little narrow patch there that they'll swing out of some cover in that direction and kind of work towards the blind from that direction also. So that's kind of how this one sets up. But again, with this west wind and as ideal as the entry and exit is, I always feel like I'm hunting this without the deer knowing that I'm there, which is more than half the battle. So I'm looking forward to getting back in there. Like I said, it's been, over the years, a really, really good producer for myself and our family. I mean, the kids have killed a lot of deer there. I've killed a number of nice bucks there. So it's just kind of fun to go back to those spots that you have so much history with.
Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by RK Tractors, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, Spot Hog Releases, RTP Outdoors, America's Best Bowstrings, Hoyman Tree Saws, and Realtree.
see what it looks like through here. Okay, go ahead. Ah, dang it. I'm good if you want. Well, I mean, I've got to get a broadside. I gotta wait till I get the angle. Okay, here we go. Go ahead. I just shot 2 does, which was, they were both kind of weird hits, really. I mean, the first one dropped, and she was dead in like 5 seconds. And when I shoot, I can't always tell exactly where I hit, just because of the way I shoot. But I'll have to check that one out when we go to recover it. The second one, I hit just a little bit high. I don't know if I hit her high or if she dropped. But she was dead within a really short time too, so I didn't even have to have a finishing shot on that one. The wind really laid down. It was blowing pretty good when we got here, probably high 50s, and it's cooled down and the wind has laid down. Perfect conditions, guys. It's just beautiful. I love October. I mean, yes, we all live for November because that's the rut, but when it comes to weather and just being out in a beautiful setting, it's hard to beat October. These next couple weeks should just be gorgeous with the leaves turning, and the weather in the forecast looks really good, very seasonal. In our area, it's going to be highs in the 50s, lows in the upper 30s. Should be a lot of fun hunting. I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. We're up to 6 does now. I've killed 4, and Drake has killed 2 here on the farm. So we still have a ways to go on taking does. But I'm just going to keep jumping around, trying out each of my spots, just making sure that everything's in order. And then just keep watching the cameras. And as soon as one of these bucks that I've targeted starts showing daylight activity, then that's definitely going to be a green light for us. So otherwise, it's going to be just waiting for cold fronts, waiting for that last week of October, not pushing too hard, staying away from those spots where those bucks that I'm after are living, and then little by little just starting to ratchet up the pressure. If anything else comes out, we'll definitely show it to you here in the end of the blog. I think I'm going to be hunting again tomorrow night, not 100% sure. We'll have to see how the day goes, but it's my plan anyway to get out, maybe get back to that spot where all those does were coming out near that corn plot that we hunted there, I don't know, 3-4 days ago. The wind should be right for that. So check back and see how that hunt goes, and hopefully we can bring you a surprise buck along the way.